Guess I'm staying home today.
Hi there, my name is Lynn Ismail and welcome to my channel. It is March 10th, 2023, and I was hoping to go to Belgian Nursery at some point today because they're having their annual tropical houseplant sale. Now, I'm not much of a houseplant person, but they're also having the pot 20% off their pots at the same time. So I figured I'd go there, pick up some pots for my garden, and if I happen to like a houseplant, I might as well buy it there when they're on sale. Unfortunately, it's snowing outside right now, and there's a winter advisory, so I figured I'd be better off stay at home and be safe and actually stop procrastinating on things that I should have done a while back. One of those, potting up my Levaterra. I've never grown Levaterra before, but what I know is that they like temperatures in the cooler side. I've kept them too long in this warm grow room. I should have moved them downstairs in the basement where it's much cooler. So they're not looking so great right now. Plus, I think they've outgrown their little pots, and so I'm going to move them to a bigger pot right here. And hopefully they'll bounce back. So let's do that.
So I thought I'd show you how I mix my soil. I'm right here trying to gather all the materials that I need. Got this basin from a figured dollar store. But anyway, here I am trying to open a bag of compost. It's from Golf Green, something that you can buy from Canadian Tire. And I usually mix 2 parts compost to 8 parts of potting mix. I find that this brand Golf Green is very good. There's not a lot of sticks, so it's easier to sift through if I'm going to use it for soil blocks. So I like adding some amendments to my potting mix. This is green sand, and I use this to add micronutrients to the soil. Next is Superfly insect frass. They have some chitin, and when plants have chitin introduced into their system, they think that they're being attacked by pests. And when they feel like they're being attacked, their immune response go up, so they make them more resilient to pests. Next one here is the all-purpose Gaia Green. It is all organic, and it just helps me keep the seedlings healthy. It's all natural, so it won't burn the seedlings. I just need to make sure that there will be microbes in the soil to help break down those fertilizer. Now here, I'm showing you my kelp meal from Black Swallow Living Soil that I got from Indoor Farmer. It just gives growth hormones that the plant will use and help them grow healthier. And I just mix them all together. I got these bigger pots. They're about 2.7 inches square, and I got them from Amazon. They're quite sturdy. So this is the pink dwarf Levaterra, and I've never seen a Levaterra in real life. That's why I wanted to grow one. But based on the picture, they look like miniature hibiscus to me. So here I am showing you how I usually do it. So just make a hole in the middle, pop one from the cells, pop one of the seedlings from the cells, and they usually just fit nicely, just like that. Well, maybe not, but yeah, just dig deeper. The hole maker, well, that little tool is perfect for repotting little seedlings from cells into bigger pots. Then I just add more soil on top as needed. Give it a spritz of water just so the soil gets in contact with the roots. Just like when you plant outside. And I'm just taking off any dead materials, because if for say that leaf stays, that yellow leaf stays, the plant will do its hardest to save that leaf instead of making sure that the rest of the plant stay healthy. So by taking that off, the plant conserves their energy into making healthier new leaves. Now here I'm adding some vermiculite on top, not necessarily to keep it moist, but just to make it look neat. And I figured the vermiculite is lighter, it's light in color, so it would reflect the light back to the leaves, which helps with photosynthesis. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but in my logic, it makes sense, so that's why I was doing it. This one, the Mont Blanc, my French is not great, Mont Blanc Levatera. It's the saddest one. So they're a bit leggy. I think we can save this at 3, maybe 4, and we'll see. Maybe I'll just snip off the smaller one here and see how they do. Wish me luck. And the last one is Silver Cup. It's, if I can describe this based on the pictures that I saw online, it's a little bit in between the Mont Blanc White and the Dwarf Pink, so silvery pink. Out of the 3 of them, this one's the better looking one. They're not as leggy. So, okay, let's pot this up now. I have this Stipa tenuissima grass. I think it's a ponytail, is the common name, and it needs to be repotted. So I think I can divide this into 4 clumps. Hopefully it'll take, and then we'll take it from there. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Let's pretend I know what I'm doing. If they don't survive, well, you can still have time to sow more seeds. I have lots more seeds of these particular grass. I just want something that sways in the wind, in the breeze. Some texture, some movement. One, two, three, 4 clumps. Alright, I got all 4 potted up. Since I'm on a roll here, might as well pot up my Blue Angel and Chusa. I don't remember what this is. It looks like a straw flower, just a random sprouted seed that I needed a spot to grow, and so this spot with the Anchusas did not germinate, so I just put one up there.
So Blue Angel Anchusa is another hardy annual. They're drought tolerant, and in some places they're not necessarily Blue Angel, but the Anchusas are considered weed in some areas. But I think Blue Angel is more of a shorter variety. It's got blue flowers that can be used for cut flowers. And if I can, and it's rabbit resistant. So I can put it, and if I can find a cut flower that's drought resistant and rabbit resistant, then I think that's worth growing. So let's pot these up. I usually seed 2 in one cell, just in case one of them doesn't germinate. But if there's 2 things that germinate, I think as long as you provide enough nutrients, enough water, then they should be fine in the cell. And the same thing, I think, for the landscape. And these are drought tolerant anyway, so they're not really going to be competing for water. Let's hope. I'm just basing it on logic, not really an experience, so take what I say with a grain of salt. And I'm going to cut off the ones that are not really helping. If you're looking for vermiculite, it's cheaper if you buy that in bulk. I got mine at the Indoor Farmer in Waterloo, and I think it's a 4 cubic feet bag. It looked very heavy. It looked big, but because the rocks are porous, it's easy enough to haul around. I'm not going to label that. I know what that is. Do you have any varieties that you're growing that's drought tolerant and rabbit resistant? Because I would like to know more about those types. I guess in the fall, they're supposed to be hardy in my zone. I can fall plant these and see if they're better the following spring. When I say better, what I mean is they are taller and they'll bloom sooner than spring planted ones. Lots of leaves, so I should keep a mental note not to water it too much. It fits perfectly there. That was easy. I could use some more soil on this side here. Well, maybe it's not so perfect after all. And maybe I might as well pot up this straw flower here. And then I also brought up the, what's this again? You are Monarda. You're a Monarda. They're turning purple. So they're supposed to be cold hardy, but don't know why it's doing that. So let me pot this up, and maybe it's the soil that I used that's not really cooperating well. We'll find out.
I think I'm gonna pot up some coleus too. This is the Wizard Rose and I think Wizard Lime. Wizard series, they have smaller leaves than the Kong series, and I like the smaller leaves better because they're more conducive to putting in flower arrangements. I'm planning on putting these in the covered porch. Just look at that bright yellow, bright lime. It's supposed to be this color, so I know it's doing okay. So I'm gonna pot this out now as well. Might as well divide this catmint too. This is the Grandview catmint from Baker's Creek. Ooh, I don't really like the smell of catmint, but they do look pretty in the landscape. And if I don't like the smell, rabbits probably don't like the smell as well. So you're a winner to me. Let's see. Probably the same with the ponytail grass. Just divide them into 4. That divided up pretty nicely. So 1, 2. Awesome.
Alright, everything is done. With this type of container, I can fit 28 as long as one row is up above the rest. See that? I think that's okay because this, when I bottom water them, these ones don't need, this is where most of the Antrusa is. This is where they're drought tolerant or they don't want to be in wet feet. So there you have it. If you reached to the very end of this video, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to click on the subscribe button somewhere over here. I try to be consistent and post every Thursday. I'm quite enjoying sharing my experience, and hopefully some people find my mistakes helpful because basically I learn from my mistakes. So until next Thursday, see ya!